Alright, so let's start our discussion on cell division. What is cell division? So, a process by which a cell divides, yes? So we're going to talk about 3 different ones over the course of a couple different videos. So the first will be binary fission, the second mitosis, and the third meiosis. So let's get started. So if I asked you to say, hey, brainstorm, what do you know about cell division? What could you tell me? Well, I just told you one thing, so you would say a cell divides, right? Yes. What else would you tell me? How about it makes more cells? Okay. And then sometimes it's used to actually make organisms. Did you know that? Okay. Is there anything else that you can think of? So, the first type of cell division that we're going to touch is binary fission. This is a type of cell division done by who? So if you look at these cells here, what do they look like? What kind of cell is this? Okay. So binary fission is carried out by bacteria. Okay? And this is a process of asexual reproduction. So this is asexual. Okay? And it makes new organisms. Now, remember, we just said that it could be cells or organisms. Well, these bacteria are unicellular. Okay? So when you're reproducing, you're making a new cell, but that new cell happens to be an organism. So if you look here, here's your bacterial cell. So very simple process. Oh, and I'll make one more note. It's an identical cell. Okay? 2 identical cells. So you have your bacterial cell. The DNA has to replicate. So that DNA in the nucleoid region, because it doesn't have a nucleus, it's going to replicate. This cell has to get bigger because it needs to become 2. So the cell elongates. Then you're going to form an invagination, so it starts to pinch off. Okay, and then the cell wall forms completely. And then you're left with 2 identical cells that each have a complete genetic information, or that DNA, that chromosome. Okay? Very simple process compared to everything else. And so that's binary fission. And then we're going to come back and start the next video on mitosis.